Welcome to Buffalo, New York, also known as Queen City, where the Corsairs are looking to host the Indianapolis Ramblers tonight. We're here and getting ready to take the field, Eddie, between these two teams. Their first ever matchup. My name is Damon Simmons with play-by-play, and I got my color commentator guy, Eddie Gage, on display with me here tonight. Eddie, these two teams come in tonight, not looking too good here at the start of the season, but I'm pretty sure they're ready to get things rolling.
SFL Nation, what up, though? That's right, Damon. Both teams sitting at 1 and 2, trying to get back in the win column tonight, Damon. It's going to be an interesting matchup here. Two teams trying to find their way defensively. But guess what? Forget those first 3 games, Damon. It's about what can you do for me lately? And lately is right here and now in Queen City. It's a great day for football. We got football weather out here. Forget what happened in the past. It's all about right now. Let's get out here and get it.
You're absolutely right. Whatever happened in the past, the previous 4 weeks, or the previous 3 weeks, really doesn't matter. 4 weeks, because we're in week 5 now. Sorry about that. As Queen City comes in 1 and 2, in the Indianapolis Ramblers comes in at 1 and 3. You know, these two teams are looking to get a win here tonight and basically get things going to jumpstart their season on the second half. Gets ready to start here in the next few weeks or so and start to make that push for the playoffs.
It's too early to start talking playoffs. We only here in week 5, but you're right. A lot of football left, and this win right here for whoever wins out here today can make a big statement as to how the rest of the season is going to go.
Aerial coverage of today's game is brought to you by Dag's Drone Works, aerial photography and videography service in New York State. Find them on Instagram at Dag Drone Works or visit their website at dagsdroneworks.com. Well, Gage, the ball is on the tee, the hand is in the air, and boot it. We got football, people. Here's the return here from the Queen City Corsairs, and the ball carrier is tackled and brought down at the 24-yard line. The Queen City Corsairs offensive players for tonight's game. We have a quarterback, O.J. Bruin. Halfback is Jet Zero. Wide receivers, Adrian Ellis, William McDowell, Doug Spilling, Deezer Powell. Your tight ends are James Matthews Jr., Stephen McMichaels, and your offensive lineman, left tackle Robert Vale, and Robert Crone is the left guard. 1st and 10 here for Queen City on their first possession, and the shotgun is O.J. Bruin. Here's the snap. Bruin takes a 3-step drive, throws a pass down to the bottom of the field. That's going to be to Deezer Powell. It's going to go nowhere. They're going to give him a 6-yard loss, Gage.
Well, yeah, he wasn't touched. You know, the defender did a smart thing, didn't lay a hand on him until he was about ready to set up and turn up field. And by then, he was well beyond the line of scrimmage. Not the way Queen City wants to start off this ball game.
O.J. Bruin, first possession, goes for a -5 yards, not 6. My apologies on that one there. Comes out here with a bunch to the left of Bruin. Here's a 3-step drop. There's a pass right across the middle of the field. That pass is going to be complete, and that is to Doug Spilling.
Normally, that particular play, Damon, is set up to get a nice little 4 or 5 yard gain, trying to stay ahead of the chains. But Queen City did a terrible job trying to contain the outside and allow Spelling to pick up that first down.
Would like to give out shout outs here to our statisticians for the night. We have Axel Raven and Ron Haynes. 1st and 10 here now for Queen City. Got an out route to the bottom of the field. That pass is going to be complete. Picks up 6 yards there.
Wow, right between 2 defenders, put that pass right on the money of the receiver's outside shoulder where only he could get it. Otherwise, Indianapolis is going the other way with it.
Deezer Powell comes away with that reception there. Get to the defensive players of Indianapolis here in just a moment. 2nd and 4 for Queen City at their very own 42. They come out in a shotgun formation with the twins to the right of Bruin. Bruin is a left-handed passer. Steps up in the pocket, and Bruin goes down at the 36. Looks like he's brought down by 75.
78.
78. That's Corey Dobbins. Let's take a look at this defense here. Defensive ends for Indianapolis. We have Rocco Rossi, Chris Joseph, Corey Dobbins, and Derek Ginkgo are the defensive linemen. Linebackers, Adam Wiseman, Chris Britton III, Chad McDivitt, and that's for the linebackers. We'll get to the cornerbacks here in just a second. Here's a play action here by Bruin. Bruin gets pressured again. It goes down at the 26. 4th and 20 here for the Corsairs.
And Damon, you know, I know Queen City has lost 2 games. They're trying to find a spark, but I don't think I've ever seen a team come out I think that was F-wing jokers and run a play action set out of that.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting to see. I don't think I've ever seen that done as well. Remaining players for the Indianapolis Ramblers, cornerbacks are Blake Prime, Dominique Matz, Ernest McCray Sr., and your safeties are Ham Anderson, Kanye Rockefeller, who has been around for a very long time, first time here with Indianapolis, and Bryant James, which is your strong safety. Offensive players here for the Ramblers. Sorry, Eddie, you was going to say something?
Just going to say that Indianapolis is starting out with great field position on their own 45-yard line.
Yes, they are. Colin Pierce comes out at the quarterback. Brad Jones is the halfback, second-year player. Spent his first stint in Houston. Wide receivers, Ed Williams, Jay Viper, Ryan Roosevelt, Jeff Banfield. There's going to be an encroachment there. Hand off here to Jones, and Jones goes nowhere, but they're going to get 5 yards on the encroachment penalty.
Yeah, jumped off sides the very first play of the game, trying to set the tone for this ball game, get some pressure in the backfield. Not the way to do it, though.
Tight ends here for Indianapolis, Randy Pierce and Gibson Rickenbaker. And they do have a left tackle. Eddie, if you would say that name for me, that would be very gracious of you. You give up?
Jack Quaid.
Lampin Kakwa? That's the shot I gave it. Here's a handoff here to Brad Jones up the middle, going weak ISO, and Jones going to pick up 1 yard.
Heard his friends just call him JL.
Hey, that's what it'll be. That's what we'll call it tonight. There's a look at Colin Pierce there. Colin Pierce came into the league a few seasons ago, took a year off last season, and then came right back here to Indianapolis. There's a handoff here to Brad Jones up to the top of the field. Brad Jones goes. The play was designed to go outside, but he's cut it inside. Does pick up the first down.
Vision is a thing you cannot teach with a tailback. There was nothing to the outside, which is why he cut it back inside. And the former Houston Hyena looking to make a statement out here with his former owner, watching the game progress.
Last game, Brad Jones, 20 carries for 50 yards, only 2.5 on the average on the ground with 1 touchdown, long of 24. Here's Colin Pierce. Shotgun formation. Pierce dumps it off to Jones in the flat. Jones gets hit right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to say a 1 yard loss on the play. 2nd and 11.
Yeah, and Queen City came out in quarters coverage, taking away everything deep, forcing the quarterback to check it down and trying to get some yardage that way, but great pursuit to the football.
Defense for the Queen City Corsairs. Defensive end is Andre Krim. Only one defensive end. Defensive tackles Joseph Saboka. Frank Stackhouse coming over from Houston. Spent 2 seasons over there. We'll get to the linebackers and DBs in just a minute here. Brad Jones up the middle goes nowhere.
Nowhere to go. And thus far, both of these defenses have come out here and shown improved. But now they get another opportunity with here on 3rd and long.
Linebackers for Queen City. Kappa Jones, Matthew Alvarado. Orion Horace. Cornerbacks, Amari Bryant Jr., Ted Haynes. Here is Pierce going deep. That pass is going to be deflected away. Dominic Matz coming away with that deflection.
That's actually King Jamal on a deflection. It should have been an interception, though. He had it right in his hands, hit him in both hands, and he dropped it.
You're right. I looked at the away team roster and not the home team roster. My apologies.
We're a team, Damon. We win as a team, Damon. We lose as a team.
Ted Haynes.
Oh,
Mike Jones
on a play.
And Greg Gaines. Encroachment there.
Yeah. They're going to be forced upon it, though, but that's something you just cannot have.
And Savon Watson are your DBs for the Queen City Corsairs.
Wow, the fans are letting them have it, too. You hear that crowd, Damon?
Yeah,
they are not happy with that penalty.
They are not happy at all. Boos are loud. And although it only gives a 5 yard increase towards the first down line, but Queen City is still going to get the ball back on this punt, but it's going to push them back just a little further. They're not going to get the field position that they were expecting here.
Yeah, let's see if that actually helps the punter, because he wants to try to pin him inside the 10, and now he doesn't have to take off so much off of this kick. Let's see what happens.
There's a punt inside the 10, takes a Ramblers bounce, and it's going to be down at the 6 yard line.
And just what I was talking about, I believe that penalty actually benefited Indianapolis.
Oh, it absolutely did. And the punter is excited about it. I can't forget about I forgot about two players for each team. Each team does have a kicker. For Indianapolis, it's Larry Barr, and for the Corsairs, it's Judah Dorgan. Here's OJ Bruin underneath the center, jet zero in a single back formation all by himself. Pass deflected away by the Ramblers. 23 comes away with that deflection. That's Ham Anderson.
And apparently, Indianapolis must have saw that same film that Las Vegas saw last night, because we tried to dial it up a number of times against Vegas yesterday, and they continued to bat the ball down.
Outstanding athleticism on that play there. Able to jump up and knock that ball down there. Haven't seen much of Jet Zero here tonight from the Queen City Corsairs. Basically came out airing it out. Have not gave it to the halfback as of yet. Last week, Jet Zero finished the game with 22 carries for 120 yards. You would think they would give him the ball. There's a handoff hit to Zero. Zero goes up the middle, picks up 1 yard on the carry.
Yes, and as you can see there on the defense, Indianapolis comes out in the two corners trying to limit the productivity of those stretch plays. This time he runs the middle, and there's still nothing doing. Anytime that happens, you got great play from your defensive tackles.
OJ Bruin underneath the center with a bunch to his left. Single back is Jet Zero, tight end down to the bottom of the field. There's a out route. He does pick up the reception. James Matthews Jr.
James Matthews Jr., who is, in my opinion, one of the better tight ends in all the SFL, caught that pass, but unfortunately was unable to turn up field and pick up the first down. And lack of production on first and second down is what led to that.
Yeah, I think it's because, they were pinned pretty deep inside of their, near their goal line, and you really don't want to play with, too many plays down there near that goal line. You don't want to come up with a safety. And Indianapolis is going to have outstanding positions starting at their own 38. I mean, not their own, I'm sorry, Queen City's 38.
Consecutive drives in which they're going to get great field position. Let's see if they can do something with it this time around.
Yeah, if they can pick up 3 yards, that'll put them in field goal range. Just a little joke. Shotgun formation here for the Ramblers. Brad Jones to the left of Pierce. Pierce got a man, and that pass is taken away from him. And that was Greg Gaines coming away with that interception, the free safety.
Former Jacksonville King, and I'm going to tell you exactly what just happened. Colin Pierce saw the free safety come flashing down to the middle of the screen. He thought he had a play because he came crashing down, but the safety on the other side of the screen of the field came flashing over from where he just came from and picked that ball off. I guarantee you he didn't see him.
And you're right, Eddie. That's exactly what happened. When a team runs any type of cover 3 concept, when that robber is coming down, whether he's playing robber or whether he's playing cover 3 or cover 3 weak or so, that free safety is supposed to play the middle of the field. And Greg Gaines did just that. There's a pass here by OJ Bruin, and Bruin is going to be charged with the incompletion play there, intended for Doug Spelling.
Yeah, neither one of these teams so far have gotten much productivity out of their offense. Both these defenses came into play. Look at Adam Wiseman over there controlling the defense, calling out the signal. You see that?
Mm-hmm. Shotgun formation here for Queen City. They're going to go split spread. Bruin, one step back. There's an out route to the bottom of the field. Got his man. It's Spelling again. I'm sorry. It is Spelling. He has been his number one target so far tonight.
So far, he has. Looking for him. He also looked for his counterpart on the other side of the field, but unable to make a play for him. Perhaps he's getting a little impatient and started to look for Spelling instead.
OJ Bruin is 4 for 6 to start this game here tonight. 25 yards total with a QBR of 75. 3rd and 2. They're going to come out here in shotgun formation. You would think they would give it to Jet Zero. Oh, he steps up in the pocket. It's going to be incomplete. Threw it right behind his target.
Yeah, looked like a little bit of miscommunication there because the route looked clean. There was no resistance. getting out of his stance, but somehow, some way, there's some miscommunication there, and it's going to be forced. Another punting situation here for Queen City early on.
Yeah, these drive summaries has been pretty short.
Yeah.
2 plays, 3 plays. I'm sorry, 6, 7, 4, 1, 3. So it has been pretty short on these drives.
Demond, don't look now, but Baltimore and Seattle are in a back and forth affair. Baltimore just scored to make it a 14-7 ball game, but Seattle is hanging tough.
Yeah, Seattle is pretty much hanging tough with the SFL champions. And Seattle is yet to win a ball game this season. If they take down the champions, that could be the biggest win of the season. There's a handoff here to Brad Jones up the middle. Jones only going to pick up. No, he's not going to pick up a yard. They're going to say he was tackled and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage, and neither offensive lineman got any push whatsoever. And Brad Jones had nowhere to go.
Looks like Joseph Saboka comes away with that tackle. 2nd and 10 here at Indianapolis 26-yard line. They're coming in flip spread. There's a pass. That pass is taken away by Queen City again. And it's Greg Gaines. No, it's not Greg Gaines. It's Ted Haynes.
Ted Haynes with the interception. And that's unfortunate because he had on the other side of the field 50X spot dialed up, looking for the receiver there. He was not open, but either of his other 2 receivers that were open got a little too greedy there, and Queen City takes advantage of it.
That's back-to-back possessions, Eddie Gage, where that Indianapolis only had 1 play on the possession. Well, there was 2 plays this time, my apologies, for Indianapolis. 2nd play on this possession taken away. First play of the last possession taken away. Queen City has outstanding field position here. There's a pass right down the middle of the field, and it's Deezer Powell as he just crossed Hollywood Boulevard.
Wow, and we've seen him twice now line up in this formation, and like I said earlier, typically that pass is a slant or a quick out route, 3 or 4 yards. So, just trying to stay ahead of the chains. But twice now, Queen City has come out and got very aggressive throwing the ball further down the field. This time it gives them 7.
And that was just basically a
go
route there by Deezer Powell right down the middle of the field. And O.J. Bruin sees his target, loads the rifle, and boom.
Made that noise one time, Demond.
On the ship.
How they sound, Demond, when he let it go?
Well, I gave a cannon sound. A poof. I don't know. How does a cannon sound? Kaboom. Boom. I don't know. I've never been on a pirate ship before.
I'm not going to even try to reincarnate that sound, Demond.
Real Todd say boom. He said boom with a question mark in the chat.
Stats department is letting us know so far this game we've had 4 punts and 2 interceptions, and we finally got our first TD here.
Once again, thank you to our statisticians, Axel Raven and Ron Haynes. There's a spin move here by the return guy, and he's tackled and brought down at his own 30. There's going to be a penalty here. This could either be a face mask. I don't think I saw a face mask on the play, but this could be a face mask or maybe a clipping.
It's going to be on the offense.
Holding on the return team. This is going to pin them deep, Gage.
Deep, going to be half the distance to the goal. Not something you need right now in this early ball game, trying to get a win on the road.
Absolutely. Colin Pierce will be coming out here with his troops. Looks like this ball is going to be somewhere inside the 10. And it is right at the 9-yard line. They come out here in his weak spread. Here's a handoff here to Jones. Can they get Jones going? Nice spin move there. Picks up, I want to say 4 yards on the play.
I got to ask you something.
Yes, sir.
Last season, Brad Jones was a monster. He tore up the SFL. I mean, he came out here and made a statement in his rookie season. What do you think is holding up his productivity here in the second season, only averaging 74 yards a game?
That question deserves to be answered and said with your chest. Not here on live TV. No, I'm just joking with you. There's another handoff here to Jones. Jones picks up 2 more yards there. He's 10 yards on 6 carries. It could be that, you know, Indianapolis may be an expansion team, but their coaching staff is not expansion. You know, maybe that the coaching staff is trying to see how they can use him in certain, you know, formation in certain plays or so to get him more involved. And it just haven't just clicked yet for them. There's a big pass right down the sideline there, and they get to the 42-yard line of Indianapolis. Big, outstanding play there. That is to wide receiver Jeff Banfield.
Former DC Dragon comes out here when Indianapolis needed a spark on offense. Perhaps that's it.
I think I got the sound of the cannon from Stephen McMichaels in the chats, Gage, and he tells me it's kaboom, kaboom, and I think that's the perfect sounding for it. I think that's the perfect sounding. Here's a 2-step drop here by Pierce. Pierce dumps it off to the sideline there, and that is going to be a pass completion to Ryan Roosevelt.
To give you a bit of a more detailed answer, Damon, I think just like the rest of this offense, they're trying to figure out what Brad Jones can and cannot do. And when you have that, along with the fact that the rest of this team all come from a bunch of different organizations, that can take some time.
Yeah, it can. It absolutely can. Here's a 5-step drop here by Pierce. Pierce dumps it off into Jones. Jones is blown up. 3rd and 5 here for Indianapolis.
Yeah, and on that play, I'd have liked to see Colin give the play a little bit more time to develop to get some separation between Brad Jones and the defense to give him a better chance of picking up more yards. Big 3rd down here. Listen to this crowd.
Yeah, this crowd is loud here in Buffalo. Single back doubles. They give it to Jones, and Jones is hit at the line of scrimmage. 4th and 5.
Ran a strong trap trying to catch Indianapolis napping. Trying to catch Queen City napping. But they had their Wheaties this morning, Cam to Damon, and they were ready for it.
Yeah, as you just stated, here's something here for you. They tried to catch Queen City napping, but Kappa wasn't having it. There was Kappa Jones on the tackle. I guess you weren't too thrilled about that. Here's the return here for Queen City. Nice juke move there by the return guy. On the return is Adrian Ellis.
When Kappa Jones made that tackle, he said, "No cap."
I didn't like that. You didn't like
you got
mine,
nothing?
So you didn't like mine. You didn't like mine, so I didn't like yours. So.
That's fair. That's fair.
There's the ship at the top where the cannons go off, right? Kaboom, kaboom. Okay. See if this Indianapolis defense can hold off those cannons from exploding here in Queen City. OJ Bruin, shotgun. Oh, that pass is almost interesting. I was ready to say that pass is picked off. McCray Sr.
And they read it like a book. And that pass should have never even been looking his way. But as the strong safety lined up about a yard off the line of scrimmage, they had that play read up. You could tell they did their homework on that play.
OJ Bruin stat lines for the day. 60 yards, 1 touchdown pass here in the first quarter. 2nd and 10. They come out in a pair. No, weak jokers, that is. Loft that thing up. Oh, my goodness. That could have been dangerous, Eddie.
It could have been. And actually, both backs had defenders trailing them. So he was forced to look elsewhere. And lucky that pass was not picked off.
OJ Bruin underneath the center for this 3rd and 10 play here. Can they come up with the first down? 7-step drop by Bruin. Goes right across the middle of the field. Got it. Target. It is to Stephen McMichael. No, it's not McMichael. That is James Matthews Jr.
James Matthews Jr. Yeah, James Matthews Jr. He's been doing this for a long time. He used to give us nightmares trying to scout this Queen City offense, and he tends to make a lot of plays in traffic, just like he did right there. Looking at that number 50, that's the number B.J. Lovelace wore for this Queen City team last season.
That's going to end it for the first quarter, folks. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music live on Twitch. Here is OJ Bruin underneath the center, 1st and 10 at Queen City's 42. It's going to be a draw play here to Jet Zero. It's going to be hitting the backfield for a 2-yard loss.
Now, see, I don't mind the draw play, but that looked like a 5-step drop. You giving the defense too much time to read it. When they see the tailback not going out to the quarterback's left or right, it gives them it's a giveaway that it's a run play because he's not trying to protect the quarterback.
Bruin comes out in shotgun formation. It's going to be split spread here. 4-2. Nickel is the defense. And Bruin runs right up the middle of the field. Gets right back to the official line of scrimmage.
And you can tell that this Queen City coaching staff has looked at the playbooks of the old Queen City offense. That looks like a play they used to run when Stephen Hacker and company were here.
Yeah, you're right. It sure was. Or even when Eric Barkley, the owner, was the offensive coordinator. Come out in the same formation, split spread. We've basically been seeing this shotgun formation all night here for them. There's a pass right across the middle of the field, deflected away, intended for Matthew.
That pass should have been intercepted by owner and coach Adam Wiseman as it hit him right in the hands.
And that's going to force Queen City to punt the ball away here. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at www.simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in the fantasy. Return here, and that ball carrier is going to be tackled and brought down at the 26-yard line.
Kanye Rockefeller on a punt return has always been a dangerous weapon. When it comes to returning kickoffs, he's 7th in the SFL, but ranks 18th in punt returns.
And I can remember a game where Houston faced.
Oh, I remember that game.
Dragons. And Kanye went off, had 2 interceptions.
He did.
He had a return for a touchdown.
Yeah.
On a kick return. My goodness, he went off. And here's a dump off here to Jones. This is probably the biggest play of the game. So not the biggest play of the game, second biggest play of the game for the Ramblers, as that one there goes for 9 yards.
And I like what he did. He caught the ball and saw the defenders were toward the outside, so he cut back inside to pick up an extra couple of yards.
Here is Colin Pierce underneath the center.
This weak-eyed jokers, DeMar.
Weak-eyed jokers, it is. Hand off here to Brad Jones. Jones get open space, got a blocker out front. Picks up the first down to the 44 of Indianapolis. Tackle on the play is Greg Gaines.
That's unfortunate because the left tackle, JL, as we referred to him earlier, slipped and fell in the play. Had he not, DeMar, that's a touchdoon. Look at him right there.
Look at him right there.
Yeah,
he sure did slip and fall, but he did get back up and try to go find someone to hit.
He did. You got to give him an A for effort. That's a C- for execution.
Absolutely. This is going to be a pair slot.
Pair slot right.
Here for Indianapolis. Brad Jones, 25 yards on the day. Here's a dump off here to him in the flat. Out across midfield. Oh, he fumbles it. And Indianapolis recover it.
Now, Indianapolis has the football, I believe. Yeah, they do. Number 71 for Indianapolis with the recovery. But King Jamal with the second big play today he's made.
That is Pepe Pig with the recovery for Indianapolis.
A name like Pepe Pig, you can tell that they came from a single-parent household.
That's an encroachment. And Jones goes nowhere. That play is blown up before it even happened, but they're going to get 5 yards out of this.
And you know how they came from a one-parent household, DeMar? Because there's no way possible that 2 grown adults signed off on the name Pepe Pig. No way possible.
Eddie, I take it that you don't have any more little kids in your household. Pepe Pig is from.
I know who Pepe Pig is.
Okay.
I'm just saying, who gonna name they grown child Pepe Pig? One person signed off on that? Okay, 2, that's a mistake.
Here's Jones. Jones gets the first down.
Brad Jones hit the hole really nice that time.
He sure did. Ryan Horace with 2 tackles on the day.
You know, Brad Jones, he sent me a DM last night, Damon. And he said, I'm glad you and Damon are caught in this game because I want Damon to get a good look on what he passed up on when he let me go.
I don't believe that. You need to stop it. There's a pass incomplete that was intended for 84 Jeff Banfield. And he could not reel that one in. But the pass was thrown a little behind him. But Gage, as they always say, if it touches your hands, you got to catch it.
Well, I think his vision of the flight of the ball was thrown off a bit because he had a defender right in front of him. And by the time he got too close to him, he couldn't quite spot it in time. But, yeah, you got to catch those.
2nd and 10. They come out in a single back formation here. Colin Pierce underneath the center. Calling the signal. 2-step drop. Dumps it off to Jones in the flat. Got 2 Corsairs out there. Tackled and hit right at the line of scrimmage. On that play is Matthew Alvarado. Couldn't get the second number.
And that's the second time we've seen that play dialed up, and the ball was thrown just a tad bit too early. I know you got defenders coming at you as the offensive linemen are getting out there trying to set up the screen game, but you got to hold that ball for a bit and allow those DBs to collapse.
Here's gun straight on 3rd and 10. Colin Pierce throws to the outside. That pass is going to be incomplete. It's going to be deflected away by Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones.
Mike Jones, former Houston Hyena, over here in Queen City now. But we have great defense. It's the 3rd time we've seen Queen City come out in this quarter's defense and take away the deep pass. I remember the first time I told Cam that we were on air, and I said Mike Jones. And he said Mike Jones. I said, who? He just didn't get it, Cam. He didn't get it.
Matty Wiseman on the punt. It's going to take a Ramblers punt. And it's going to be down at the goal line. They're going to say that it did go into the end zone. And Queen City's going to get the ball at the 20.
Now, see, come time for contract renegotiations, the punter's going to look back and say, hey, my stats said this, but it really should have been that. But my teammates did a bad job of fielding that ball inside the 5.
Eddie Gage, we haven't seen much of Jet Zero here tonight. Only 2 attempts for a -1 yard. I mean, what is your take on that? You know, normally Jet Zero is the backbone of the Corsairs offense.
He is, and hopefully.
Bruin gets pressure, and Bruin is taken down by Adam Wiseman. What a sack by the inside linebacker.
And that's actually a coverage sack right there. That's the second time we've seen, a number of times now we've seen Indianapolis come out in his two corners coverage and nowhere to go as he's taking away the outside receivers. Everyone on the inside is playing like a cover 2 shell, nowhere to go, and down goes the quarterback.
Chris Joseph was in pursuit as well there. 3-3 defense here for this 3 wide receiver set here for the Corsairs. One step by Bruin, throws an out route to Diesel Powell with that reception. Way to go up and catch the ball.
Way to go up and catch the ball, but great job by the defense, taking away everything deep. Wants him to check it down to his receiver, and you're going to live for a 3rd and long.
Third and long here for Queen City.
Shotgun, 4 receivers and a tight end on the field.
Here is O'Brien. That pass is deflected away and incomplete. Blake Prine on the deflection intended for Diesel Powell.
Blake Prine on the deflection indeed, and wow, he knocked out a fingertip on that ball. That's gonna be a foot race to the end zone. Great defense.
You're absolutely right. Because once Diesel Powell gets his hands on it, there's no turning back.
I'd like to welcome Tajay, hope I'm saying his name right, Tajay Gaddy, to the league out in Discord.
Welcome. Be a fair catch call here for the return guy for Indianapolis, Kanye Rockefeller. And Indianapolis is going to start at their own 49, right at midfield.
Again, Indianapolis is getting great starting field position, trying to capitalize on it for the first time today.
Here's Colin Pierce underneath the center. Come out here in a I-Lows or I-Jacks formation. Hand off here to Jones. Jones got a good block up top.
Oh my
Breaks
goodness.
a tackle, spin move before being tackled and brought down at Queen City's 40. Is that 48 or 46? I think it's the 46-yard line.
46-yard line, got a great block from his left tackle, JT. But the rest of that was all him as he fought for about an additional 3 yards.
You said that right. He fought for it. Come out, same formation. Strong ISO this time. Jones picks up 2.
And you can see the game plan for Queen City defensively trying to defend the run. And it's similar to what Indianapolis is doing. They're trying to take away the edges and force Indianapolis to beat them with the run game up the middle.
Yeah, but with a back like Jones, that's the type of back you got to get going outside, you know.
Unstraight here on 3rd and 2.
He's a small guy, but he's very swifty. There's a pass right across the middle of the field, 90-yard slants, and that pass is going to be incomplete, 4th and 2. And Indianapolis is going to have to punt the ball right back over to the Queen City Corsairs.
Yeah, another drive that Indianapolis just cannot take advantage of. And, you know, throughout the season, this young season thus far, it's been their offense that's moved the ball and their defense that's disappointed them. But thus far, the defense is doing a great job, and the offense has been unable to capitalize.
ESTV, Esports TV, has partnered with the SFL to bring sim football to millions of homes over the next 2 years.
Great punt.
ESTV is the world's first 24/7 live, linear, and video on-demand esports channel available everywhere through your smart TV, on your phone, through Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and more. Visit estv.co to learn more about its programming and to find all the ways you can catch the SFL action on the network. 1st and 10 here for OJ Bruin and the Queen City Corsairs. We're live on SFL Twitch, presented by APM Music here in Buffalo, New York. There's an out route down to the bottom of the field, and that's going to be Diesel Power with that reception.
And that was actually a nice route tree by Queen City. They sent the slot receiver to Deezer's side, straight down the field in a 9 route, creating separation. They had to respect it, and Deezer found himself wide open.
2nd and 6 here now at the 24-yard line. Looks like a 4-3 defense here. They come out in a weak eye jokers. Hand off here to Jet Zero. Jet Zero right up the middle of the field. He picks up about 3 yards on that carry. Where's it 4? Gonna give him 4.
We've been calling for it. Where's Jet Zero? And he finally gets an opportunity here, picking up his 3rd carry of the ball game.
3rd carry for a total of 3 yards there.
Hard to get going when you're not getting many touches, Damon.
You're absolutely right, because your blood is not, you know, boiling and warm. You're cold. Hell, we're already in Queen City. Here's a 2-step drop here by Bruin. What was it, Matthew? What were you looking at? Was that ball even intended for Matthew?
I think he might have got hung up in traffic, Damon, as the receiver got bumped off his route. That wasn't the quarterback's fault. It's a timing route, but the receiver was bumped. Great job by the defense.
Yeah, I don't think that was intended for Matthew, because Matthew was way ahead of where the ball was positioned. It probably was the guy that was on the slant coming across the middle. You're right. He did get bumped.
I think that was intended for Deezer Powell.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't think so.
Oh, boy.
Am I being difficult?
No. That's the 4th 3 and out, by the way.
Yeah, Indianapolis really got to get something going on offense here, because Queen City is basically handing them opportunities, you know, to get some drives going, and they're having outstanding field position here.
Yeah, again, got to take advantage of it.
There's a strong guy pro formation here for the Ramblers. 4-3 defense got the free safety up in the box as well.
Yep.
That run is going to go for nowhere. Brad Jones tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
And you said it, Damon. That's got to be an audible if you're the quarterback for Queen City. I'm not sure how much leeway his head coach is giving him to audible plays once he's given to him. But if he has an audible that to another play, because the free safety, as you said, was another defender in the box. Too many guys to block.
Here's Brad Jones. Brad right up the middle of the field. And Brad only picks up 2 yards there. Eddie Gage, I think you can agree with me, Eddie, as Brad Jones is basically going nowhere up the middle. His biggest plays have come to the outside. And this goes back to your question. He's like, how do you use Brad Jones? The way I used him last season was toward the outside. Didn't run too much towards the middle with him. He's a small guy. Don't want to get him in all of that traffic between the trenches, but had him mostly going to the outside. Here's Colin Pierce, and Pierce goes down. Pierce was hit hard. Pierce is still on the ground, Gage.
On the ground, slow to get up, holding his head. He might get checked for concussion protocol here, Damon. Listen to the replay on this. He gets up, holding his head after being sacked. You can see the back of his helmet hit the ground. So, yeah, he's going to get checked out here on the sidelines.
Outstanding pressure there by Frank Stackhouse, but poor blocking by number 61, Ari Luyendijk. Hope I said that correctly there. Here's a spin move here by Doug Spelling. I'm sorry, Adrian Ellis to return. That's going to be the 2-minute warning. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music live on the Simulation FL Twitch network.
Ma, you want to hear an interesting stat just given to us by Axel Raven, the scout team?
Yes, sir.
No receiver from Indianapolis has yet to catch a ball. Brad Jones has all 5 catches.
I thought there was a receipt. There was a pass completed by his Jet Zero, rumbling, stumbling down to the 43.
Pickup of 9, his biggest play of the game. I don't think he did, Damon. I could be wrong, but
maybe I don't know. I thought I called his name out before. And Jeff Banfield had a completion. No, Jeff Banfield dropped it. That's what
yes, he dropped it.
Gotcha.
Here's 2 corners again.
There's a handoff here to Zero. Zero goes nowhere. Outstanding pressure there. And they're going to go no huddle here. That was Adam Wiseman on the tackle. He's been in the backfield a lot tonight. Got a sack. Tackle for loss there. Going to go same play. Jet Zero got a man out front. Oh, 55. What were you doing? That should have been your block, baby. Robert Crone. Is there another play in this formation? Brian gets pressure, dumps it off to Zero on the flats. Zero gets out of bounds, and that stops the clock at 51 seconds. Looks like second and inches, I'm sorry.
But like you said, the most important part of that play, he got out of bounds, picked up 9.5, and got out of bounds to stop this clock. Trying to put some points on the board. 51 seconds left in this first half, Damon.
Yes, you're absolutely right. As you stated, second and inches. Him getting out of bounds was the best part of that play. Stops the clock. Not sure why they come out in this jumbo set here. Strong-eyed jokers. Handoff here to Jet Zero. Zero breaks the tackle. Someone tried to do a shoestring tackle. That's a big guy. You got to hit him up high. Well, hitting him up high may be dangerous because you may be on your back.
You got to hit him low.
Hit him right in the leg.
Below the knees.
Here's a 5-step drop here by O.J. Bruin. No one open downfield. Finds his halfback in the back on the swing pass there. He gets hit out of bounds at the 25. Clock stops at 29 seconds. Second and inches.
Queen City is now in field goal range. Yes, they have bigger dreams, but they got to be smart with the football. Try and secure a 2-score lead here going into the half.
Here's something that you don't see much. Look at here. He gets the reception, puts the ball in his outside hand towards the sideline, just in case there's a fumble. The ball will go out of bounds. If it's in his right hand, there's a fumble. The ball stays in play.
But just been around for a long time, Damon.
I know it has. Some people just don't know that. Hey, I'm always about football 101. Anytime I can coach and teach and educate, I'm all for it. I'm a coach at heart. I should have been a coach. But when I heard that kinesiology has a lot of math in it, I say, nope, not for me. There's a pass right down the middle of the field. That is Stephen McMichael with his first reception of the day. And it's a big play right down the middle. Get Queen City down to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, I was sitting here looking for a screen, but yet Stephen McMichael, you're right, talking about bigger dreams. He was looking for the end zone. And wow, had number 33 for Indianapolis not made that tackle, he might have been in there dancing.
Will Todd say Professor Sims.
I love Will. That's my favorite. Best tight end in all of football. Oh, they got to go empty here out of a base set, Damon. Got the tailback outside.
You're right. Empty and a shotgun formation. And the 4-3 is what the defense comes out in. Let's see if these linebackers can hold up against these tight ends. There's an outright, and that
Oh,
pass
nice
is caught and
play.
completed to Stephen McMichael. His second reception of the night, and this goes for a touchdown as he just crossed Hollywood Boulevard. And the cannons go off. Kaboom, 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 kaboom.
I mean, heck, he got you down there with the big pass off that seam route earlier. That's a moment ago. You might as well give it to the guy who got you down there. All too often, it gets handed off to the tailback who picks up 6 inches and a touchdown. Everyone's congratulating him when it's the tight end or the receiver who got him down there. This time, they say, hey, big fella, you got us down here. We're going to reward you with 6.
Stephen McMichael, 6'3", 227. Kind of light for a tight end, but I kind of like it. That way he doesn't have too much weight to carry around.
But can he block, though?
Extra point attempt. Up, and it's good. Queen City jumps up 14-0 here with 21 seconds left on the clock.
Not the recipe that Indianapolis needed here on the road, trying to get a win, down 2 scores, and the fans here are going crazy. We heard all game long.
Yeah, the fans have been really excited in this stadium here. They have been keeping the momentum going for Queen City. His return here by Kanye Rockefeller. Can he do something outstanding? Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line.
Kanye Rockefeller trying to provide a spark for his offense. Gets it out to the 23-yard line. Now, does Indianapolis just hand this ball off to Brad Jones and go into the half? Or do they try to manipulate these timeouts and try and get at least a field goal out of this drive?
I would say so. I would say just hand the ball off. Let's go into the half and go from there. Here's a 5-step drop here by Pierce. They're going to dump it off here to Brad Jones, and Brad Jones with a spin move. If he breaks this tackle, he could take it to the house.
He might have.
They did not call a timeout.
Did not
Jones
call a
did not. I'm not going to
timeout.
go no hurry here. They wait till there's 3 seconds left. They're going to try to Hail Mary this one.
Yeah, I would have tried to get off one more play, perhaps, and then call a timeout and set yourself up in a better situation to score here. But nonetheless, Brad Jones gave Indianapolis a great opportunity to try to put some points on the board here.
Yeah, he did. I'm telling you, Eddie, if he breaks that tackle,
Yeah,
he's probably still running.
he'd have been done by now.
Yeah, he would have been done by now, but, you know.
He'd be on the sidelines drinking Gatorade with an oxygen mask because he's tired from that long run.
You know, some people, when they score a touchdown, man, they like to do victory laps. There's a handoff here to Brad Jones up the middle of the field. Jones going to go nowhere after picking up 3 yards there. And on the tackle is the man who has been playing outstanding in the secondary for this Queen City Corsairs, and that's Greg Gaines.
DeMond, I don't think I've ever seen an SFL game at the pro level in which none of the receivers for a team had brought in a reception thus far, going into the halftime.
Yeah, here's an halftime report. No halftime report. We're watching the Simulation Football League presented by Twitch. Presented by APM Music, live on the SFL Twitch channel. And here is Judah Dorgan with the kick to send it back to Indianapolis, as Queen City did receive the ball first in the first half.
Nice kick.
Here's Kanye Rockefeller. As you stated earlier, Gage, he's a dangerous return man.
Dangerous return, man, but you're not going to beat anyone running sideline to sidelines in the pros. That may work in the minors, as you're just better overall talent athletically. But here in the pros, you got to keep them shoulders square, buddy.
You're absolutely right. You sure do. Here's Colin Pierce. Pierce so far on the night.
6 of 12.
6
All
of
to
12,
Brad
25
Jones.
yards. 2 interceptions. Here's a high snap to Pierce. Pierce with a big on. That passes to, oh my goodness, what an interception. Maybe the second play of the week. He's going to run his back for a pick 6. No, does he? Oh, the ref give him the signal. Oh my. Ted Haynes with a pick 6.
Yeah, that was close. I don't know if they're going to review this or not, DeMond, but that was awful close as he was getting dragged down from about the 4-yard line on. Let's get another look at this replay. He's sitting there, look at the quarterback's eyes, trying to run a fade route. He gets the ball, turns around, gets upfield, and look at, wow, he got a couple of great blocks there by his teammates. And here he is right here at the 4, dragging his feet. And, I think he did get in, Damon.
He got in. Look at that. They doesn't show it, but that left knee hit right on the goal line. And I was with you on that one.
Yeah, the ball was past the line of scrimmage. And, man, talk about first play of this half, Damon. Man, it's just going from bad to worse right now here for Indy.
Absolutely. Here is the extra point attempt by Dorgan. There's a high snap, kick is up, and it is good.
Meanwhile, in the third quarter, Damon, it's 17-7, and Seattle is giving Baltimore all they can handle.
They absolutely are. They are giving them some fits over there. And visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for more info about the league and its 2018. All the places you can watch live games, plus links to apparel from Sector 6 and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions. See all the league's records, team stats, player leaderboards, the rankings, and the next class of SFL talent, and so much more. SimulationFL.net, your home for everything SFL. You're right, Gage. Seeing that in the other SFL action that we have going on here right now, 17-7, that's showing pretty strong defense from Seattle to hold Baltimore to 17 points in the first 3 quarters there. But there's still another quarter or so to go in that action. Shotgun formation here. Colin Pierce got an out route to the top of the field. That pass is going to be caught and complete. They're going to not give him forward progress. He's going to be down at the 10-yard line. I'm sorry, at the 24, 2nd and 10 at the original line of scrimmage for Jeff Banfield.
Ma, I'm an older guy, so I don't have a lot of fight left in me. And Chad Rowland, the owner of this Indianapolis squad, just reminded me, hey, buddy, Banfield had a catch early in this ball game. Now, let me have to go up there and remind you personally. I'm sorry, big guy. I did not mean it.
Oh, man, I don't want any type of text messages like that. Here's another big pass. That pass is going to be complete. Oh, my. Ryan Roosevelt said, I got a catch, and I'm going across Hollywood Boulevard with mine. My goodness, what a play.
Former Atlanta Swarm wide receiver number 3 is over here playing as the number 1 after his promotion over here in Indianapolis, showing them the entire world why they brought him over here and put trust in him to be a number 1 wide receiver as he's matched up against Queen City's number 1 cornerback, got about 5 yards of separation and took it to pay dirt.
Eddie Gage, that was a big catch there by Ryan Roosevelt. Roosevelt comes away with that touchdown reception there. There's the snap here for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. That was a 66-yard touchdown pass from Colin Pierce to Ryan Roosevelt.
Indianapolis right back in this ball game, Damon.
Here's the kick. Here's the return here by Ellis. And Ellis is going to be hit and tackled and brought down right at the 26.
Indianapolis would love to do what they've done several times this game and force Queen City into a 3-and-out and give their offense great starting field position once again and try and get back into this ball game.
Yeah, here's O.J. Bruin in a 3 wide receiver set here. Going to go split spread here. He's going to go right at the middle of the field. Oh, my goodness. Look at the big man run. Gets a first down on that play there. Quarterback sneak. You got to be gutsy to call that.
You sure do, Damon. They ran it one time earlier, and he didn't get much of a result out of that play, but they had confidence in the big guy that he can get it done.
First and 10 here for O.J. Bruin. Going to come out here in a twin set. High snap there.
Okay.
Bruin gets pressured. Bruin goes down, and it's Wiseman again. His second sack of the night. from the inside linebacker position, coming right up the middle.
Same play that they doubted the first quarter. Same result by the defense here in the third when they came out in this play. I don't want to give too much away to Mama. You could tell that Indianapolis did their homework in that particular play.
Here is, once again, up the middle of the field by O.J. Bruin.
Yeah, that's now you're getting kind of. I mean, I understand you haven't found many plays to get you much offense, but you want to stay away from having your quarterback run up the middle like that, DeMar.
Same formation, Gage.
Unsplit twins.
4-3 is the defense. O.J. Bruin, that pass is hit on the receiver's head. That was intended for Matthew, and that's going to be incomplete. 4th and 18, and Queen City have to punt this ball away. And
suddenly, Indianapolis is starting to turn the tide here a little bit. And if the Rick meter was here on site, which it is not, I'm not claiming to have it, because we definitely do not. But if it was here, it was starting to be tilting a little bit towards the direction of Indianapolis.
Yeah, I would say it's starting to tilt a little bit towards the neutral area here. And that's going to be a fair catch at the 36 of Indianapolis. This is where the Colin Pierce will start. That was a big, outstanding, explosive play for 66 yards on their second play of their last possession. Total of 76 yards on the drive there. Let's see if Indianapolis can get anything going on this drive here to help kind of shorten that margin. Here's a 7-step drop by Pierce. Those are short out routes for only 2 yards there. Ryan Roosevelt with his third catch of the night, 82 yards total on the day.
Yeah, and you could tell that actually they were looking further downfield, but Queen City did an excellent job of taking it away. They doubted one of your favorite plays, DeMar.
I didn't see what it was. I was looking at the quarterback.
That 50Z deep post.
Hey, man, don't be saying it out loud. Here's a handoff hit to Brad Jones. A lot of traffic up there in the middle. He picks up 6 yards. Well, I'm sorry, 4 yards on the play he picks up. 3rd and 4.
Yeah, actually, you were right the first time, a gain of 6. And talk about being in a weight room. I mean.
Well, they had 2 yards on the pass to Ryan Roosevelt.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry, sir. My apologies. You had first ballot Hall of Fame. I'm a second ballot.
I think my third grade math is pretty good. Here's Colin Pierce on a 5-step drop. Pierce goes deep. Oh, that could have been PI, ref.
Yeah, I think so. I think they got away with one, DeMar, as the defender actually stopped.
Yeah, he kind of body shielded him.
Now, if he makes a play on the ball, then that's gonna be just incomplete pass, and you just live on for another down. But he literally stopped his path and didn't even make an attempt on the ball.
What was R62 looking at?
I'm not sure.
Oh, man. Here's the snap here to the punter. Matty Wiseman and Ellis is going to fair catch this one here at 27.
Greg Gaines been around for a while. He spent time in Chicago, spent time in Jacksonville. So he has a few tricks up his sleeve, but, yeah, he definitely got away with one there.
First and 10 here for O.J. Bruin at the 27-yard line. Their own 27, that is. Come out in shotgun formation. Looks like this single back pro ace. I don't think a pro ace is in there, but oh, what a catch by Deezer. Wow. Athleticism. No, the spelling.
Doug Spelling on the catch, but Adam Wiseman look at this replay. I mean, give him a rib shot. Dang, oh my God. Someone clipped that and sent it to How to Hit Headquarters.
How to Hit Headquarters. I like that one.
Yeah.
Oh man, but Wiseman has been putting in so much work tonight. He's covering in the secondary on blitzing and in the run game. Oh, he missed that tackle there on Jet Zero, but he was there.
Yeah, you're talking about a little bit too much.
That was not commentator's curse. Uh, not the intention, should I say.
Now, had it led to a first down, it definitely would have been commentator's curse.
It would have been. It seems to always happen. Here's 3rd and 2. They come out in a weak eye jokers. Hand off at the jet zero. Up the middle, gets skinny, makes the first down. On the tackle was a host of Ramblers. You got 33 and 45. 33 is Bryant James, and 45 is maybe I don't have a 45. Maybe that was 25. I think it was 20. Oh, 45 is Chris Britton. I know my eyes weren't playing tricks on me. There's a pass to Matthew. Matthew with the reception there.
Yeah, and actually, if O.J. Bruin holds on to that ball for about another half second, he got wide receiver Adrian Ellis wide open on a quick 5-yard out route, and it would have picked up a first down. Instead, it's 2nd and 6.
Queen City at their very own 43-yard line. 5 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. Here in the 3rd quarter. Shotgun formation. O.J. Bruin's going to put it matters into his own hands. Tried to go for a quarterback sneak, but nowhere to go. Is that Adam Wiseman again? No, it's not. It's not Wiseman on the play. That's going to be Corey Dobbins on that tackle.
Yeah, and yeah, you're getting a little. I mean, you're doubting up a little bit too much now. The defense is out here looking for it.
Now let me ask this question here. So if it's an attention quarterback sneak, which is a design run play, if the quarterback is hit behind the line of scrimmage, is that considered a sack?
It is.
Oh, wow. Football 101. Teaching me something. The pass there for Doug Spelling, and that pass is going to be incomplete. That Spelling was out of bounds when he caught the ball. Here comes the punt man, Greg Morrison, to punt it back to Indianapolis. Indianapolis didn't do anything with the ball in the last possession. Eddie, can they get something rolling on this next drive?
Let's see. I mean, there's a lot of football left. You can see another quarter and a half to go. So, you know, you don't have to necessarily divvy away from the game plan just too much yet.
Here's Kanye. Kanye's going to fair catch it. Queens Heat is going to take over here, Eddie, at the 24-yard line.
Baltimore starting to pull away from Seattle here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, they got another touchdown there. Great catch. There, Eddie. Oh, there's a pass there. Was that? Oh, I thought it hit the referee. Oh, my goodness. How did Roosevelt come away with that catch?
I was waiting for the referee to try to duck out of the way of that play, but he just kind of stood there and watched the action happen. But, wow, I mean, yeah, great play and great concentration by the receiver there, despite all the traffic, being all around him. He had to scoot up out of there.
Nice pump fake as well. Get the defense jump to the other side of the field.
You think those referees get hazard pay demand for all the activity that goes on around them, getting knocked around all the time?
Not here in the SFL, they don't.
Got to talk to league headquarters about that. Have to give Cam a call.
Here's a handoff to Brad Jones up the middle of the field. Jones going to pick up 2 yards on that carry.
I mean, they are considered part-time employees since they only work 1 day a week, but you got to give them something, man. They put their lives on the line out here. I'm about to give Cam a call about that.
He's going to tell you to pay him out of your pocket.
My pocket's not long enough for that.
Somebody in the chat says start a union.
Ooh, great catch.
That's a catch right down the middle of the field, and that pass is going to be complete by Randy Pierce. That's Randy Pierce's first reception tonight.
First reception, I believe, is also his first target, Damon, and they come away with a reception here. And after not getting much activity from their receivers here in the first half, they come out in the second half, Ryan Roosevelt in particular, in getting involved.
Yeah, Colin Pierce has been pretty on it this second half, getting his receivers involved, and the tight end there, Randy Pierce, as well. Brad Jones has basically been the bulk load of the offense. There's an I formation pro here. Two-step drop here by the quarterback. Out route down to the bottom of the field to Roosevelt. Roosevelt makes the completion. Picks up 5.
0 catches in the first half. Here, 4 in the third quarter alone. Ryan Roosevelt trying to make an impact.
Second and 5 here for Colin Pierce and the Ramblers. They come out in a split spread formation here. 4-2 nickel is the defense. Here's a 3-step drop here by the QB. Oh, that pass is, I was about to say intercepted. He almost came away with this second one of the night.
Ted Haynes looking for his second pick 6. It was about a split second away from getting it. Great break on the ball.
Yeah, that was a great break there on the ball.
Fans getting ramped up again. And now defense.
Third and 5 here for the Ramblers.
Wide open.
Got a pass complete right across the middle of the field to Queen City's 29-yard line.
Wide open.
On that reception is Ed Williams.
Yeah, they had 2 or 3 eligible receivers wide open on that play.
There's a handoff here right up the middle of the field to Brad Jones. Brad Jones picks up 5 yards on that carry.
Brad Jones has been working here in this game, Damon. He's putting a lot of this team's offense on his shoulders. I mean, he doesn't have any touchdowns, anything like that, but talk about working in between the 20s. Brad Jones has been a man.
Yes, he has. Second and 5 here for Colin Pierce and the Ramblers at their own 25-yard line. Handoff here to Jones. Jones gets a block by the fullback. Spin move. Tried to do another spin move, but he could not get anything going on that second one. Looks like they're going to give him for a tackle for loss as well.
Great job by the left defensive end, stretching that play out. Pushed the right tackle about 4 yards in the backfield, and it slowed up the development of that play.
It looks like they gave him a 1-yard loss. Here's Pierce. Pierce throws a lame duck. Wow. That pass is going to be incomplete, intended for Viper.
Yeah, and it's like he had, a couple of receivers open. Not quite sure which one he was throwing it to, but that ball hit the dirt. I thought that was going to be a first down. And now Indianapolis is going to have to settle for a field goal attempt.
Field goal attempt here is going to be a 40. I'm trying to see if they had the 43 or 44. It looks like they had the 40. They had the 33. It's going to be a 43-yard field goal attempt here. There's a snap. Almost baffled by the holder. 43-yard field goal is complete right down the middle of the goal post there.
Now, after going scoreless in the first half, they've put up back-to-back drives here in the third quarter, put 10 points on the board.
Yeah, you're right. Putting up 10 points, that's building momentum. There's still 1 minute and 42 seconds left here in the third quarter. That means we still have a total of 12 minutes and 42 seconds left in this ball game, Eddie Gage. They're going to go full kick here. And here's going to be the return here by Ellis of Queen City. Ellis did not follow his blocks at all. That's committing suicide.
Queen City would love to put a drive together here and try to take us some time off this clock.
Mm-hmm. They're at their own 24-yard line. O.J. Bruin, shotgun formation. Jet zero in the backfield with them. That pass is going to be incomplete. Looks like it was intended for Diesel Power.
Tight coverage there, and that's a pass that should not have been thrown as there was nowhere to go with the football. Talk about a time for the quarterback to take off running. That would have been it.
Absolutely. Yeah, that would have been the best time to run there because all of the linebackers was knotted in the middle of the field. They were deep in coverage. They're going to go split spread here. Nickel is the defense. Look out for Spelling underneath. They're going to go to Powell. Powell steps out of bounds after picking up 1 yard there. No, they're going to go to give him, it's 1 yard, but he stays at the 24. I'm not understanding that one.
About a half-yard gain to mine, but nonetheless, all three receivers were open. That was a bad ball as Diesel Powell had to come back for it. That should have been a pickup of anywhere between 5 and 6 yards.
How you going to give someone a half a yard like that? Just, I don't know. That's weird. They're at the 24. And you're right. They gave him a half a yard on it. So that pass is tipped. Bob it. Wait, did he catch it? No, that's incomplete.
Yeah, and I thought it had a chance of being intercepted, but the defense just sat there and watched the ball bobble around until they hit the turf.
I was there. I was right there with you. I thought it was going to be picked off, but you're right. The defense just stood there and watched the ball, bobble a few times and not reacting to it there. They need to get involved in some tip drills and practices during the week. Shout out to Randy Pierce in the chats. Hey, brother, I miss you as well. I'll send you a DM.
Uh-oh.
Check up on you. It's my buddy, man. Me and Randy Pierce built up a pretty good relationship with his stint in Houston, Real cool dude.
So what you're trying to say is, coming this offseason, you're going to be sending him DMs. Is that what you're saying?
No, I said I was going to send him a DM tonight just to say hello.
Oh, okay. You just did. You ain't got to send him a DM. Just say hello.
Boy, you are messy. Here's Colin Pierce. It's going to be a design screenplay to Brad Jones. Brad's going to pick up 6 yards there. I can't stand you.
Hey, Will, if you listen in the chat, brother, just turn your DMs off for anybody outside of Arizona, bro. You a Scorpion for life, man. Just turn your DMs off. Keep it for Arizona content only.
Mason Will Todd a DM.
hey, slow down, man.
I know that's your guy. Colin Pierce underneath the center takes a 5-step drop, dumps it off here to Brad Jones. Brad's going to pick up the first down to the 49-yard line, and that's going to be a 5-yard pickup.
And Brad Jones, he isn't making any flashy plays like he made last season thus far. But wow, he continues to keep the chains moving for this Indianapolis offense. He's been the bell cow for them thus far.
Yeah, he has. He's going to be looking for the payday come the end of the season. Split spread here. 3-step drop. Got a man right across the middle of the field, and that is 84 Jeff Banfield with that reception.
Yeah, and Queen City had all their eyes on Diesel Powell. Meanwhile, Jeff Banfield was wide open, and so was the Z receiver running to the outside. He was open too.
19-yard pickup on that play there.
Yeah, nice pickup.
Let's go.
And the Will Todd say in the chat, "Hey, boss, DM off, except from DR."
Oh.
Here's Colin Pierce. Got a man
throw.
deep down the field. And that's going to be a 30-yard touchdown to Jeff Banfield as he crossed Hollywood Boulevard. Eddie Gage, we got a game on our hands.
We got ourselves a game indeed, DeMont. And Jeff Banfield just said the heck with it. He put his life on the line. Look at this replay, DeMont. This man put his life on the line, knew he's going to get a big hit, but he somehow eludes him, keeps his eyes downfield, gets into the end zone. A lot of receivers in an example like that, DeMond would catch the ball and just fall to the ground to protect themselves. But he knew his offense was struggling. They needed to make a big play, and he made it.
Who was the receiver that took the hit for Banfield? Did you see that?
I saw it, but I did not get the number because I was too busy looking at Jeff Banfield running to the end zone.
There was a receiver that took a shot. I don't know if he was trying to lay a block, but he took a shot, man, and he got hit hard.
Yes, he did.
But that was a 30-yard touchdown play from Colin Pierce to Jeff Banfield. And just like that, Indianapolis has shortened the margin here from this deficit that they were down 21-0. They scored 17 unanswered points here in the third quarter alone. Here's Ellis. Ellis is tackling and brought down at the 26-yard line. And that's going to be the end of the quarter. Everybody put your 4s, your 86, and your 12s up in the chat.
Remember how loud it was early in the third quarter, DeMond? Pretty quiet out there now.
Next weekend on Next Level Sports. Next Level Sports coverage of the SFL continues with a pair of exciting matchups on Saturday. Watch the surprising and rising 3-1 Minnesota Legion face the unbeaten London Knights in a championship contender litmus test. Sunday, a pair of Pacific rivals attempt. Here is Colin Pierce. Pierce flag deflected away. The pass is almost intercepted, but he dropped it.
Demond, that cannot happen. You got to come up with that interception.
You're right about that. Don't forget, Sunday, a pair of Pacific rivals will attempt to get out of the division's cellar when Seattle hosts Portland. For a channel guide and more info about NXT, visit NLSE.com. 2nd and 10 here for Queen City. At their own 26-yard line here is O.J. Bruin. Bruin's going to dump it off here to Jet Zero. Jet Zero picks up 7 yards on that carry there out to the 34-yard line.
Demond, I don't want to give too much away, but it is apparent that the defensive coordinator for Indianapolis put in a lot of work this week because they've dialed up a number of plays to take away what Queen City likes to do.
3rd and 3 here for Queen City. O.J. Bruin underneath the center. Bruin on a 3-step drop, throws an out route to the top of the field. That pass is going to be complete. And that is to Spelling.
Doug Spelling has made a number of catches for his team today here in the second half. That's his 4th reception on 5 targets for 37 yards. Doesn't have a spaz play, but he's keeping the chains moving.
Yeah, picks up 4 yards on that play there. Queen City at the 38. Looks like they're going to try to go run here. Here is Jet Zero. Get a big block there. Jet Zero's into open field. Breaks a tackle. Got 2 men to beat. And he's down to the 23-yard line. That is a 39-yard pickup by Jet Zero. His longest and biggest run of the day.
By far, Demond, and he would never get confused with BDG Hollywood, but wow, did he get the edge out there, and they had a hard time catching the big man. He's known for running over defenders, Demond, but this guy gets to the edge and is out there. Next thing you know, he's leaving them.
Eddie Gage, we have to give credit to the pulling guard.
Yes.
Robert Crone came away with a big block
to
open Jet Zero along the sideline there. Great play by the left guard there for Queen City. Here is Jet Zero underneath the center. Gets the handoff, puts his shoulder down, put the right air down, and that is almost a touchdown, but he's tackled and brought down at the 5-yard line.
I'm going to make a petition, and Indianapolis, depending on how this ball game ends, just may do the same thing. There is no way in hell, Demond, Jet Zero should be running past defenders and having a hard time catching up with him on one play. Doesn't even go to the sidelines to grab the oxygen. Tells the quarterback, give the football to me. No one else gets this ball, and then goes out there and runs over the next opponent in front of him. That should be illegal.
You're absolutely right. It should be illegal. Allow me to put the game in my hands and arm and let me put the team on my back. An 18-yard pickup for Jet Zero on that carry. At the 5-yard line of Indianapolis is Queen City. Twins to the right of O.J. Bruin. They're going to go pass here. I think they should have left it in the hand of Jet Zero as it's intercepted. And this time, it's Blake Prime with the takeaway.
And I don't know. I have not studied the Indianapolis defense, but you notice on this occasion, they come out here in a 5-2 shell. Not sure if they used goal line before this week, and did they switch things up? But they caught Queen City off guard there. That ball should not have been thrown.
It should not have been thrown. You're at the 5-yard line. Why not give it to Jet Zero? He is your beast mode, as you just saw on the previous 2 plays. At their own 20 is Indianapolis. Gonna dump it off to Brad Jones. Brad Jones with a spin move picks up 3 yards on that reception.
If this game gets into the 4th quarter, as we are now, and it gets late, and Indianapolis has to drive down the field, it's gonna take a 10-12 play drive because Queen City is taking away everything deep, forcing the quarterback to continue to check it down, and it's gonna take a long, concerted effort to get into the end zone.
2nd and 7 here for Colin Pierce. Shotgun formation. Gonna throw a deep out route. Oh, that pass is deflected away. Outstanding play there from cornerback Amar Bryant Jr.
Amar Bryant Jr., yeah. You could see him fluttering around there. He's trying to read the quarterback's eyes, and at the same time, you saw him looking back at any eligible receiver in his area. And once he saw the ball being thrown, he just kind of backpedaled and batted that ball away. That was a great athletic effort.
Let's look at Jay Viper. This play may be going to him. They come out 90 off slants. I'm sorry, they come out gun straight. Colin Pierce on the two-step drop, goes deep, 50x8, poses a one-handed attempt, and it's going to be a fumble on the play, what they're going to call it. I don't think that was a fumble. He didn't make a football move after the reception. This one here should be overturned, just my opinion.
That's definitely coming back. And one of the few times we've seen Queen City come out there in a cover 3 look, and Indianapolis almost made him pay for it. As Colin Pierce saw it, he'd been seeing quarters coverage all night long. And one of the few times they seen him come out in the cover 3 look out here in dime, Colin Pierce almost made him pay.
If this play stands, Queen City if Queen City come out with victory, it would be because of that play right there. And they got to give credit to King Jamal because he laid a hit.
He did.
On the attending receiver.
And I'm not sure what this referees were looking at, ruling at a fumble, as that was nowhere near close in my opinion. Let's get another look at it here on the replay. That's 1 foot down. That's there's no way.
Yeah, there's no way that's a football move.
He almost got that second foot down. It was a bit closer than I thought, but that still should be ruled an incomplete pass. Let's see what they do here.
After review, the receiver did have possession.
Ruling on the field is overturned.
Yeah, it's as it should be.
Yeah, you're right. It should have been overturned because there was no way that was a football move.
Yeah.
There was no football move made by the wide receiver on that attempt.
Yeah.
Man, did he take a shot by King Jamal?
Yeah, he's out there sniffing the smelling salt, trying to figure out where he's at right now.
And that play there would have extended the drive for Indianapolis. Unfortunately, they do not come away with the first down. They have to punt the ball back to Queen City. Return here by Ellis. Ellis going to be tackled and brought down at the 43-yard line. SFL contact team. SFL produces over 400 live events each year, but don't miss community content creators and their creations. Catch SFL Nights with AJ Stryker, Say It With Your Chest with my main man Eddie Gage, around the SFL and more covering season 19 and beyond. To check out archive versions of community shows, visit simulationfl.net and click the logo of your favorite form of SFL entertainment on your homepage. Oh, that pass is intercepted by the Indianapolis Ramblers, and that is intercepted by Bryant James. He comes away with his first pick tonight. His game is getting very interesting, Eddie.
Yeah, I'm not sure what O.J. Bruin was thinking there, as he had both Jet Zero wide open as well as his fullback in the flat. Indianapolis was bailing up out of there. They'd have picked up at least 7-8 yards and probably even a first down, but he got greedy there and hit the panic button and made an unadvised decision.
Single back ace formation here. Looks like for the Ramblers. Oh my God!
Great read.
Brad Jones. I saw that play blowing up right away. The tight end, Randy Pierce, did not get a good block coming off the snap.
Did not get a good block, and as you said, the linebacker read that play like a book and made an excellent play.
Brad Jones tackled right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. No game pickup. They're gonna go strong. They're gonna go to the left side here, and he's gonna be hitting the backfield for a 1-yard loss.
And Jet Zero may just be a little bit tired because he did not hit that edge as fast as he hit the previous play. And he had great blocking, but just did not have the speed and foot quickness to get around that edge.
Mm-hmm. 3rd and 11. They come out in shotgun formation. Brad Jones to the right of Colin Pierce. 4-1 dime defense here. Let's see where they go. Here's a big arm pass. That pass is deflected away. And that is by Mike Jones with the deflection.
Who?
Mike Jones.
Oh, I'm just checking. But yeah, I thought that pass had a chance at a completion there. As he put a ton of air up under that ball. I thought it was going to go over the defender's hands, but great play on the ball, and Indianapolis is going to be forced once again to punt.
Mike Jones, the rapper, he used to like, when he say that, Mike Jones who, then he'd call out his phone number.
Yeah. Was that his real phone number, by the way?
He said it was a real number. He said people would call the number. 281-330-8004. Hit Mike Jones up on the low because Mike Jones about to blow. All right.
I always wonder if that was his real number.
He said it was. I saw an interview, and the interview person asked him, he's like, "Is that your real number?" He's like, "Yeah, that's my real number." He's like, "People would call me." Guess he didn't think he was gonna blow up. So
Yes.
Queen City looking to run the time out here. They're gonna come out in weak guy jokers formation, give it to Jet Zero, and he picks up 2 yards there on the carry.
Let me ask you a question, Damon. Do the teammates in the Houston locker room, do they have your phone number?
Some of them do.
Some of them?
Yeah,
Why not all of them?
because I give my numbers to them, they don't call me.
Oh.
So I take it that they never took it. They never saved it in their phone or anything like that. But majority of the players do.
I'm just checking.
They can call me anytime. Jet Zero with the athletic ability,
Oh, wow.
jumping and hurling over players, picks up 1 yard.
Yeah, and we talked about his speed earlier, but I'm not sure if he's getting tired or what. But a more athletic back would have found a way to cut that up and pick up a few yards. But Jet Zero, he's known for punishing people by going north and south, not so much going east and west.
Third and 7. At their own 37-yard line, high snap, pressure. Oh, my goodness, that should be an illegal hit to the head.
Yeah,
that
you
should
saw
be
that too?
targeting call. But there's no targeting in the SFL. Corey Dobbins, my goodness. Did
Let's
you
look at this.
have to hit O.J. Bruin like that?
Let's look at this replay. I thought he did definitely hit him in the head. Oh my God! Yeah, right in the chin, Damon. He's lucky to get up.
Reminds me of a song back in the day called Oops Upside Your Head. I say Oops Upside Your Head. My bad.
My dad loved that song.
That was straight from the 80s, man.
Yeah.
Showing our age up here in the booth.
Indianapolis, with just over 5 minutes to play, has a chance here with a touchdown to take the lead. Not sure how many more chances they're going to get, but now's a nice time with great, once again, great starting field position, Damon, here on their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, at the 40, starting position. Here, as you stated, they come out in the gun straight formation 4-1 dime. I mean, you can take advantage of that defensive formation there, as they just tried to with only a single linebacker trying to cover 3 receivers in the middle of the field.
Yeah, I mean, Queen City continues to come out in this 4-1 dime, and they've defended those slants pretty well today.
2nd and 10 here for Colin Pierce. 21-17. Queen City was up 21-0. Indianapolis Ramblers back with 17 unanswered points of their own. Going to hand off here to Brad Jones up the middle of the field. Nowhere to go. And Brad's going to pick up 2 yards.
Yeah, Brad Jones is having a hard time finding any space out there to pick up yards. I mean, wherever he goes, the Queen City defense is right there on his heels.
3rd and 7. 4 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. Shotgun formations, Colin Pierce gives the signal to Brad Jones in his line. Maybe he's changing the play to an audible. Got an out route to the top of the field. Ryan comes away with the completion, but he steps out. No. He doesn't catch it inbounds. Do we? Is that? Yeah,
It's
that's 4th and
2.
2.
It's a completion.
He did catch it. I couldn't see there.
Let's see if they go for it here, Damon.
6-yard
gonna be a tough
pickup on the
decision.
play.
And they are going to go for it. At least they're going to fake it like they're going for it. Let's see what they do here. Oh, we haven't seen this formation in a while. Strong power eye.
Will Colin Pierce snap this? The defensive line seemed to be disciplined here.
This is a bad decision by Indianapolis. You're down 5, and you're burning a timeout here in the 4th quarter. You're gonna need those timeouts.
Yeah, you are.
You either go for it or punt it. Yeah, you got to either go for it or punt it. I'm not sure why the quarterback's getting the earful. He only did what they asked him to do.
Asked him to go out there and try to draw him outside.
Maybe he's mad his cadence wasn't loud enough. I don't know.
I was just gonna say something in reference to that. Maybe his cadence wasn't loud enough, or maybe he didn't have. Do you remember Steve Young? He was like a mastermind of drawing people outside. They say Steve Young would cheat. He would do like a little
Head
touch.
bob. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And they actually changed the rules because of Steve Young making that head bob illegal.
Yeah, that is insane.
And the defense would point to the ref like the guy's moving his head, man, like he's about to snap the ball. Come on, ref. And they finally changed the rules. That was cheating.
First and 10 here for Queen City.
Is that two corners defense again, DeMond?
O.J. Bruin with 160 yards on the night. 32 pass attempts, only 17 completions.
Nowhere to go. Adam
You gotta be
Wiseman.
kidding me. Adam Wiseman with his 3rd sack tonight?
And I called it earlier. All 3 sacks have came off this two corners defense. Indianapolis defensive coordinator has done their homework, and as a beneficiary, Adam Wiseman introduces O.J. Bruin to the SFL.
That's going to be a 9-yard loss for the Queen City Corsairs, and they got to get things going here. 4 minutes and 7 seconds left on the clock. Adam Wiseman has basically been an animal all night long.
Yes.
3 sacks on the evening. O.J. Bruin is taking his time. Maybe he's trying to run the clock down here.
He is.
2-step drop, pump fake, those aside on score.
Oh,
Oh, wow,
my
what a
goodness.
catch by Ellis.
Wow, I'm not even sure how he had the concentration to come up with that football, as he had defenders both in front and behind him, and yet he had the wherewithal to know where that football was, despite having his vision blocked to come up with it. That's a great catch.
9-yard pickup on that pass reception from O.J. Bruin to Adrian Willis.
Indianapolis needs to stop right here.
3rd and 9. Queen City at their own 19-yard line. O.J. Bruin in the shotgun formation. Looks like doubles right. Here's a big arm downfield. That pass is going to be bobbled away by Ernest McRae Sr. And he's going to force Queen City to punt the ball back to Indianapolis. But can Indianapolis take advantage of that stop?
Yeah, that's about the 2nd or 3rd time we've seen him defend that fade route pretty well, DeMond. And Indianapolis needed that stop, especially with only 2 timeouts remaining, and they got it.
That does stop the clock with the incomplete pass. Here is the punt.
Oh,
He
my
got a little
goodness.
pressure there.
Yeah, it did.
And they're going to get outstanding field position just
Again.
before midfield.
Again. Indianapolis defense came into this league this week ranked dead last, giving up 35 points a game. Here they are holding Queen City's offense in check, only giving up 21 thus far. That's a good showing by their defense, but their offense needs to close the deal.
There's a look there at Brad Jones' number on the night. Here's a handoff here to Jones. Oh,
Where
he had
you going?
open field towards
Yes,
the
he did.
outside there, but he cuts it right back inside. They gave him 2 yards there on the carry. Here is Jones again. Jones is blown up in the backfield, going to lose 3.
They need to get out of this play, DeMond.
They sure do.
Oh,
There's a handoff here to Jones.
gonna set up 4th and 10, DeMond. 3 straight runs. Not quite sure why they kept calling it. As they got 0 productivity out of it. But they feel confident they can get something going, and it let them down. They're going to be forced to go for it here on 4th down. Queen City is back in this dime 4-1 defense. Look for quarters coverage once again.
They come out here. And
Oh,
there is a shot down the middle of the field. That pass is going to be incompleted. And this is his 2nd pick of the night. Hit and tackled right down at the, I can't see this, at the 37-yard line.
yeah.
Oh, my. What a play by Ted Hines. I'm sorry, Greg Gaines. Oh, that's Greg Gaines. I thought it was Ted Hines again.
Great anticipation by Greg. You know, I was expecting quarters coverage, but once again, a few times they actually doubted, but cover 3 defense. That pass needs to go to the other side of the field where they had another receiver running like a skinny post. That's where the ball needed to go, because that's where the safety just left from. Looked to his left, did not see the other receiver, and as a result, Indianapolis defense needs to come up big right here again.
Yeah. 1st and 10 here for Queen City. And basically, Queen City is going to try to run this out.
Yeah.
There's a handoff here to Jet Zero. Jet Zero gets outside, gets a block from the fullback, and he picks up 9 yards there. Down to the 28-yard line of Indianapolis.
Indianapolis going to get the benefit of this 2-minute warning to stop the clock for free. They need a big stop again.
That's the 2-minute warning, people. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music here live on the Simulation Football League's Twitch network. Jet Zero blew up a man on that run play.
He sure did. I wasn't going to call out his name, but his mom saw it. Look for that play action pass again here tomorrow. Oh,
here's a handoff into Zero right up the middle of the field. Zero down to the 19-yard line. 9 yards on that pickup.
Not too many times you see teams come out in F-wing jokers and run the ball up the middle. Normally to screen to the weaker, strong side, but we've seen Queen City come out and play action. That didn't work for them, so this time they decided to just hand the ball to Jet Zero and try to burn some more clock and force Indianapolis to burn those timeouts. They're down to 1 left.
Kanye Rockefeller on the touchdown saving tackle there, able to bring down Jet Zero.
And it's easier to bring him down than it is to Ray Bentley.
You got jokes.
I'm just saying.
Here's a weak guy. Go to Jet Zero. Jet Zero's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
2 corners defense once again paying dividends for this Indianapolis defense. So they just burned their last timeout, Damon, and it's 2nd and 10. Look for Jet Zero to touch the ball here on 2nd and 3rd down.
Yeah, he's going to get a boatload here. 1 minute and 54 seconds left on the clock. Look there at Adam Wiseman, who could easily be the player of the game here, the way he's been playing in this defense here.
Yeah.
Handoff here to Jet Zero. Gets blockers. Down to the 13-yard line. 5-yard gain there for Jet Zero.
And that was actually a smart run there by Queen City because everyone is anticipating a run up the middle. You got Adam Wiseman looking straight up the A-gap, looking to blow someone up, knock someone's head off, and they just bounce to the outside and pick up 6 yards. Oh, they're going to go into victory formation. I do not like this, Damon.
Oh, no, not on 3rd and 4.
No.
Why not try to pick up the
I do not like this
first down?
call.
Yeah, I don't like it either. This is a bad call. Maybe they're going to just go ahead and settle for the field goal, but
Damon, I remember a time in which Florida was in the playoffs. I don't remember the team they were playing, but they were up by less than a touchdown, and they came out after pick up a first down and forcing some time a timeout. They started taking knees, and I remember Max Paul in the chat saying, "I do not like this." And sure enough, they had to punt the ball back, and Florida ended up losing that playoff game.
wow.
So now Queen City.
Oh, he said it was against Seattle.
Oh, it's against Seattle. Wow, thanks. Wow. Instant clever. He knows who it was. You
Yeah,
never
that was
forget
Ramos
those.
Lynn. Ramos know all the SFL history.
Yeah, he does. So now
may
this
be in a
32
benefit.
yard, yeah, I don't know. I'm running that ball on 3rd down.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm running on 3rd down too. 3rd and 4. I mean, at least play to get the first down. You know, you can at least say, okay, we played to try to get the first down in this situation. We didn't get it. We settled for the field. You know, we end up getting the field goal, come out with it. And basically, if Indianapolis does, you know, somehow march downfield and score a touchdown in 30 seconds, you know, then so be it there. But then that'll tie the ball game.
I don't think there's any game that Ramos Lynn has not seen and remembered step by step.
Yeah.
Talk about a historian.
Yeah, he is the SFL historian.
Look at this nice
Kanye
run.
Rockefeller almost is going down to the 32-yard line. There's 25 seconds left on the clock, Eddie Gage. Hey, anything can happen here in the SFL.
He gave King Jamal a stiff arm and flat out embarrassed him. Looked like that running back over there that used to play for Tennessee. 25 seconds left in this game. 0 timeouts, and they come out in a 3-wide receiver set with 2 backs in the backfield. I don't understand that.
I don't understand this one either. Underneath the center, then you go on a 3-step drop. That pass is almost intercepted by, let me see, that was 26. That was Ted Haynes.
Looking for Ryan Roosevelt.
He's been looking for Roosevelt a lot on
Yeah.
those deep posts, but he hasn't been productive on any one of those throws except one that was knocked out by Jamal King.
I didn't like the particular play call, but that was the best receiver to throw it to. And look at this. Now they're coming out and Ajax
What in the
with
world?
zero.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, this is not good.
And they have no timeouts
No timeouts. This is
to
a
get out
bad
of this.
decision.
They're going to go no huddle. This basically is going to end the ball game
Yeah,
here
this is
for
going to end the ball
Indianapolis.
game right here. Oh, now they're getting tackled in the
Frank
backfield.
Stackhouse gets in the
Yeah.
backfield with no.
It's unbelievable. They can't stop the clock.
There's another handoff here to Brad Jones. Juke move. He had nowhere to couldn't get around that defender, and that's going to end it, guys.
That's going to end this ball game. That's a disappointing way to go out.
Queen City Corsairs come up with the victory here tonight. They're going to move on to 2-2 on the season. 24-17. Let's look at the end of game stats.
In the game stats, they were pretty identical in terms of total yardage. Queen City was a bit more diverse, getting the run and pass game going. Indianapolis got their production through the air. Unable to get Brad Jones going. Not quite sure what's going on with that, but I'm sure they got time to figure things out. A lot of football left, despite the current 1-3 standing right now. But yeah, I mean, disappointing way to end that ball game if you're a fan of these Indianapolis Ramblers. But hey, like we said, it's early, a lot of football left. But congratulations to Queen City. They came out here to play today, both on offense and defense. Both teams got started out slow. Queen City was able to get things going. Indianapolis got things going in the third and fourth quarters, but it was too little, too late, and too much of a deficit to come back from, Damon. And Queen City is going to come out with a win here at home.
Yeah, you're right. They're going to come out here with the victory. But, I mean, that last ending of the game for Queen City just kind of like, we didn't know what to think of it. They haven't, going for the kneel down. I guess they was basically burning the clock there, but I would have went for the first down myself. I wouldn't have tried to give this Indianapolis team any type of time left on the clock. So
sometimes when you're trying to prevent the other team from winning, you end up preventing yourself and you end up losing the ball game. I don't like it, but they got away with it. Their defense was playing well, so perhaps they were just putting their trust in that defense to close the show and trying to prevent any turnovers.
Yeah, because they basically shut down that side of the field, down the middle on that right side of the defense of the field.
Yeah.
Except for the one long touchdown pass from Colin Pierce to Ryan Roosevelt.
And Damon, you want to talk about a total team effort. It's hard looking at these statistics provided to us by our magnificent stat team, Damon. Axel Raven and Ron Haynes. Who do you even get a Play the Game award to? I don't even know.
I got to say, you give it to
I mean, 18-34, just over 50% passing completion, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions with a QBR of 62.1. I'd rather that game ball go to the entire team.
You're right about
But
that.
hey, it is what it is. A total team win. You win as a team, lose a team, Damon.
So, hey, everybody, that's going to end our game for tonight. I was your play-by-play commentator, Damon Simeon, alongside with my main man, Eddie Gage. Eddie, send the people home.
Arizona, I love every last doggone one of y'all. We took one on the chin yesterday. We put doggone, what's his name, Mason Kirby in a doggone Pro Bowl this season, the All-Star game, whatever the heck you want to call it these days. 4 catches, 4 touchdowns, including one from about 70-something yards out. It shouldn't even be possible for a quarterback to even throw it that far. I'm going to get that guy tested for digital PEDs, speaking of which. But it's all good. We're going to bounce back next week. We got the week off, actually, but we got to tough it against Houston. After that, we got to worry about doggone GP Wells and his 19 animations, but it's all good. And, Arizona, I love y'all, and we're going to get this thing cracking. Digital PEDs. But, enough of all that. Great win, Queen City. Y'all got yourselves y'all second win in the season. Congratulations. And on that note, we out, y'all. Thanks for coming. Good night, and drive home safely.
See you when we see you. Peace.